Washington. What is it with coaches thinking that it's a good idea to run option on the short side of the field on a gotta have it play? Especially when you have a really, really good and big and physical running back who could just go up straight the middle and score a touchdown. There's a guy by the name of Jonah Coleman in your backfield, Jedd Fisch. Do you remember him? What are you doing? Oh, you know what? I'm going to run a slightly less athletic quarterback to the short side of the field so that linebackers for the Cougars can just flow to him and get to him. What are you doing? That game, uh, by the way, if he scores that touchdown and gets a 2-point conversion, I would have been dead on that game. And so I'm a little upset about that because I would have had it dead on. And instead, Jedd Fisch pulls that stupidity. Oh, I'm a little upset. Uh, that game is squarely on that play call. And I saw some people afterwards saying Denzel Boston should have tried to dive. It was wet. Honestly, I saw him struggle to bring the ball in cleanly. And so I think people giving Denzel Boston some stuff for not diving in that. I I don't think that's the right interpretation. You don't know if he's making sure that the ball is secure. And just think about it. If the ball's not secure and he dives and he fumbles that ball into the end zone, it's a touchback. So I really don't give him. I don't give. I'm not blaming him for that at all. I think you've got to secure the ball, especially in wet conditions. And it just looked a little loose as he was trying to secure that ball and get around the corner. That game's on Jedd Fisch, on their lack of discipline. Just not inexcusable. Washington's the better team. Like they were the better roster. They were not the better team. But that game is squarely on Jedd Fisch as a coach, and that play call. Should have run the ball, go with your bell cow, go with one of the most underrated backs in the conference, and instead you pulled that stupidity. Did you not watch Northwestern Duke the week before? I mean, it's the same thing. 3rd and 1, what do? You run wide. Why? When you've got this powerhouse of the back in your backfield. Like sometimes you just outsmart yourself and it's just dumb. Sometimes just do this, like the simple thing. And at that point, if you're like, you don't get it, it's like, well, it was about effort at that point. Like we didn't get low enough. We didn't drive our legs enough. But man up. Huh.